Hey everyone, so today we're going to be looking at a collection of my Marvel DVDs, Blu-rays and 4Ks. It ranges from movies, animated features, TV shows. Got a couple of video games which I'll just show at the end as well. It's going to be a long video, so let's get started now. And the first title is from the 4K collection, Ant-Man the Wasp with a lenticular slip. There we go. And then a few of these have some pretty nice disc artwork as well. That's just on the 4K. And then we've got Avengers Assemble 4K. Similar artwork to the slipcover on this one. Age of Ultron 4K. And these match the re-release slips from the British versions, which I'll be showing as the main MCU collection. And then Infinity War with a really nice embossed slip on this one, like over the characters. And then I like the disc art on this one with Tony, and it's got Bruce, Wong, Doctor Strange in the background. My favourite of the MCU, Endgame, which is, if you've been here on the channel before, you might remember the unboxing last week. So we got artwork on the 4K with Hawkeye and Captain America. Black Panther 4K. Bit like the actual British Blu-ray artwork on the disc there. Captain Marvel 4K, which also had its own video. I quite like the artwork on that one as well. All the ones which have artwork have nice artwork, but a lot of them they're just plain blue. And then this kind of goes away from the MCU and 4K. We've got Deadpool with a Walmart exclusive glossy slipcover with them riding a unicorn. And then just inside is just the standard 4K. And then Deadpool 2, the super duper extended cut. And this one's quite a big one. You also get a little Strike Force leaflet. But you get 4 discs which are pretty plain but still have some kind of artwork on them. I wasn't a huge fan of the super duper extended version. I preferred the theatrical, which is quite unusual. But well, and finally for the 4Ks, there's Logan, easily the best X-Men film. Very gritty. And this one has Logan and Logan Noir, the black and white version on Blu-ray, which is kind of pointless at most TVs now and just take all the colour away. So, but still, it was a pretty cool watch. Now we're going to go into the main MCU, where this is where all the MCU films lie. Start with I Am Iron Man. Then similar artwork on the case. Now, I'm not going to show the discs for the rest of the MCU because they literally all just look like that. They're pretty rubbish. Then the Incredible Hulk, which is quite a rare slipcase, I believe. Little phase on eBay a couple of weeks ago where they were going for considerable amounts of money. Like, people were paying like 70 quid for the slip on its own, which I thought was a bit weird, but oh well. That's how they want to spend the money. Then we've also got Iron Man 2, a film I like a lot more than most people. I quite enjoy this one. I quite like the Monaco Grand Prix scene. The first Thor film, which isn't great, but it's not bad either. Captain America, the first Avenger. Very nice cover on that one from the poster. If I can get the slip back on this one, there we go. Then this one doesn't actually go in line with the phased slip covers there, but I do have a phased slip cover for it as well. But this is Marvel's Avengers, the US 3D edition with the lenticular slip. And then it's the same inside there, and there's no artwork on the discs for that one, so there's no point opening up. And then we've got the slip which matches in line for Avengers Assemble. This one side, I bought the slip on its own because I already had the 2-disc edition from Sainsbury's from when it came out. So yeah, get an extra bonus disc, and it's like, I think it's like a 90-minute documentary, so that was pretty fun. Iron Man 3. And this is where I think, yeah, this is the last Paramount, well, one that Disney were doing with, along with Paramount. And then it became all Disney with Thor: The Dark World. Not a great start of your solo films, but yeah. But I do like the poster art on this one. It is pretty cool. Captain America: The Winter Soldier, one of my favourite MCU films. Absolutely brilliant. Loved it how it has Robert Redford in as well. Fantastic actor. First outing with the Russo brothers, who directed Infinity War, Endgame and Civil War. Another one of my favourites here, Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. And I think I like the slip better for this one than the normal poster art, but yeah, I mean, it is really similar, but I don't know, I think I like the purple on it. Age of Ultron. Not a great film, but still pretty fun. Ant-Man, the first one. Really enjoyed this. Maybe at the end of the video I'll just rattle through every single title like Luis does on Ant-Man, but I don't think I can talk that quick. So next we've got Captain America: Civil War. Fantastic film. And yeah, I just want to point out when I said about the phase slip covers before, so like this one's got phase 3, I don't know if you can see that, but each one has the phase number written on the side, so you put them in kind of order of release, and it looks very good as a collection. And then we've got Doctor Strange. I wasn't a huge fan of his solo film, but I mean, I think I like it a bit better now that I've seen him like in Infinity War and Endgame. But yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that the first time round. And then Guardians 2. Really nice slip on this one. I really like the cover for this one. It just feels as Guardians as it can get. Spider-Man Homecoming. Unfortunately, we're going to be losing Spider-Man now from the MCU. But this one actually is quite funny because the embossing, I don't know if you can see that, but the embossing's actually off-centre. Like, the embossing's below the actual title. It's a funny one, that, but not going to complain or anything. But this one, you get the little comic and a little bit of disc art because, well, it's Sony. One of the only things they've done right with Spider-Man's putting a bit of disc art on it. Nah, I love Spider-Verse, but we'll get a Spider-Man collection soon. Got Ragnarok. Absolutely hilarious, this film. I loved it. I really like the kind of reinvention they did with Thor. I think he's turned into a much better character now. He's got a comedic side to him. Black Panther. And then nice slip on there, which is the disc art from the 4K, if you can remember. Infinity War. One of my favourite MCU films. And then just the poster art on the front of that one. And then Ant-Man and the Wasp with the slip. Very nice. Right, so that's the main MCU collection done. So I'm going to shift these down onto the floor because the desk really isn't big enough for all these. Didn't even think I had that many Marvel films, but yeah, next we'll go on to Spider-Man. Debating between the next two piles, but yeah. So we've got mastered in 4K, first Sam Raimi Spider-Man film. Nice little bit of spider artwork on the disc there. The real 4K edition of Spider-Man 2. It's the only one I really would have paid the full 15 quid for. Yeah. And then just plain artwork on the 4K, but got a nice bit of artwork on the normal Blu-ray where you also get Spider-Man 2.1. Spider-Man 3, which I think only paid like £2 or something, like ridiculously cheap for the sealed Blu-ray. Got a bit of artwork on there. The Amazing Spider-Man mastered in 4K. It's like weird, do you put it that way in Spider-Man sideways? Do you put it that way in the right and sideways? I don't know. And then next is the Amazing Spider-Man 2. 3D edition. Get an extra bonus disc with this, so I'll show all the discs separately. You get the Blu-ray with Spider-Man and Electro. I like that art on the 3D disc, but I don't have 3D, so I can't watch it like that. Well, I used to have 3D, but not anymore. And then we've got the DVD and the bonus disc there. And a cool little booklet with American coupons, which obviously I can't use because most of these brands don't even exist in England. Right, we've got a 4K now of Homecoming. Just thought I'd keep this with a Spider-Man collection. 4K has got like the exact same artwork as the standard Blu-ray. Also get the comic with that one. Next is Into the Spider-Verse. A fantastic film, absolutely amazing. Had to get the 4K for this one. You also get some really nice disc artwork with this. So you've got Miles Morales there. You've got these kind of graffiti on there. Can't even get back in the slip. And then we've got the black sheep of the Spider-Man films, more than the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I want to apologise for having this in the collection. It came free off winning a competition online. But here it is, Venom. It's funny when the slip covers, like the glossiness of the slip cover is actually better than the whole film itself. Strange that. So we're going on to the X-Men collection now. So we're going to start with the OG X-Men. And then get some nice disc art on these ones. Then X2 or X-Men 2 United or whatever you want to call it. If the Fox X-Men films were good at one thing, it's putting pretty nice artwork on the covers. That's about it though. Then we've got The Last Stand. Not a great film, but at least it wasn't Dark Phoenix level bad, even though it does still have the Dark Phoenix storyline to it. Next we've got X-Men Origins Wolverine. Got a little advert there for Ultimate Alliance 2. And that's a Blu-ray and DVD version, it's not a 2-disc Blu-ray. Then we've got First Class, which I really liked. I thought that was a really good film. And then we've got The Wolverine. I'm doing these in like the order in which they were released. This is the 3D version that I actually found in Poundland not long ago with a nice embossed slip. So it's the same artwork there. So you get the 3D Blu-ray, the standard Blu-ray, and an extended cut on standard Blu-ray as well. And it comes with a digital HD. Days of Future Past. For me, this is the best X-Men film, without a doubt. I still haven't seen the Rogue cut yet, but it's something I'll get onto soon enough. I mean, when I've seen it at CEX and that, it just doesn't have a slip, so I'm just going to wait until I find one with a slip cover. Then we've got Apocalypse. Pretty weak installment, to be honest. Yeah, it was okay. Not good, but not really terrible. Then we've got the Deadpool slipcover edition from the 2018 Deadpool takeover. And it's just the same as the other version inside. Except there's absolutely nothing on the disc there. And then we've got another version of Logan, which is the Deadpool takeover. So you've got Deadpool's little hand holding Logan's instead of Laura's. And then it's kind of the same as the 4K inside, but you don't get the noir version, and it's just standard blue artwork there. And then we've got Astonishing X-Men Dangerous. So that's like a motion comic, that one. It was pretty cool, I enjoyed it. Now the next two actually technically are X-Men films, but they're not classed as X-Men films. But got a steelbook of Deadpool 1. Really nice steelbook. And if you saw the steelbook for Deadpool 2, it was horrible. It was so, like, tacky. Like, they still had it in HMV a few weeks ago. Like, no one wanted it. Then we've got the Australian release of Once Upon a Deadpool. I really like the Fred Savage bits, but if the actual film bits are how Deadpool's going to turn out now, then I really don't want that to happen. Next we've got Fantastic Four. So it's a really nice slip on that one, but there's no bonus features on this. But you get a pre-Captain America Chris Evans there. I think he's known more for Captain America than the Human Torch. Then we've got Daredevil. I think it's Ben Affleck who plays him. It's been a while since I've watched this one. And then Elektra, which is kind of like a sequel to Daredevil. And finally, for the Blu-rays, we have a steelbook of Planet Hulk, the animated feature. And then nice big title inside and nice artwork on the disc for that one. And next is a pretty big pile. So we'll start with the DVD movies that I've got. This one is a Thailand, like, really old copy of The Incredible Hulk from when it first came out. Look, it's got a nice glossy cover. I don't know if it still glosses much now, but yeah. That'll be put aside, that one. Then we've got a DVD of Ant-Man, which I got when it first came out. I know somewhere as well I've got the Phase 1 box set on DVD, the big box set with all the Phase 1 films. I think that's up in the loft, so that's not going to be on the video. And then we're kind of leading into the TV section now, but this is like the final kind of movie because it is, by technicality, a film, but it's based on one of the TV series, and that's the Incredible Hulk double feature, where you get The Incredible Hulk Returns and The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno, with Dr. David Banner, not Bruce this time. And now we're going on to didn't want that to fall there. That could have been pretty fatal. So we're going to the TV shows now. So we're going to start with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 1 on Blu-ray. The Digipak edition. I still need to try and find like seasons 3 onwards and the Digipak form. They're quite hard to come across, but I've just been trying me luck and I got these at CAX. They don't like charge more because it's the Digipak. I feel like Keanu Reeves doing that. And then we've got Avengers Assemble Season 1, which is, I think this one came out just after the first Avengers movie. What, have a year on here? It does not. But this is an Australian release. I don't think it's been released anywhere else in the world, like as a season. Then we've got an original, When Captain America Throws His Mighty Shield. Yeah, I'm not going to sing the rest. That's pretty bad. Then we've got the Fantastic Four, I think it was 90 series, this one. It's the one that used to be on Jetix anyway. And that's Season 1. And then we've also got Season 2. And this one's got a nice, well, I would say a booklet. It's a little flyer with all the episode titles and 2 discs. Pop those down there, because next is a big one. Guardians of the Galaxy, the cartoon, Season 1. Now, I absolutely love this show. I think it is brilliant. It's really reminiscent of childhood Saturday morning type breakfast cartoons. It's a 4-disc set, this one. So you get Volume 1. With Quill on the disc. Volume 2. Get Groot on that one. Volume 3. And we've got Rocket there. And finally, Volume 4. This one has Gamora on the disc. Really, really cool series. I really enjoyed that. And then we've got Season 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy, which is in a much nicer packaging, I personally believe. Because it just opens up the top for this one. So we've got Volume 1. I'm not going to do the rest of the discs because they're all just kind of coloured like that. They don't have a character on these. Volume 2, Warlock. Volume 3, Asgard Symbiote War. And Volume 4, War of Kings. And that's the big Guardians of the Galaxy sets done. Which leads nicely onto the Iron Man series. Used to be on Jetix as well. And it's 3-disc set, but it's like discs A, B, and C instead of 1, 2, and 3. Easy as 1, 2, 3, I suppose. A, B, C. And then we've got the complete collection of original Spider-Man. Really, really love this series. And I know this one's out of print now as a box set. I know you can still get the individual volumes pretty cheap. Very nice set there. And then we've got Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, Season 1. Then we've got season 2 and 3 in a nice slip box for that one. And this one comes with like a proper episode guide booklet. And then 2 discs. I did order the Spider-Woman series not long ago from Music Magpie, but it came and it was in German, so unfortunately it had to go back. And then finally for the series, a collection I want to get the rest of. It's just quite expensive, but I used to love these as a kid. Spider-Man from the 90s, season 1. You know, it's got like the alien suit episodes on here, absolute classics. And then got a really nice booklet with this one. Made it look a bit like a comic book, but episode guide at the same time. Got disc 1 and disc 2. So that's everything for the DVD and Blu-ray. No, it's not. I spoke too soon there. Forgot to show these. The big sleeves from Tesco. I've also got Thor Ragnarok, just not at the minute. I have borrowed that one out. So we've got Black Panther. So that opens up nicely. Get 2 discs with artwork on it. I like how they put artwork onto these ones. It was quite nice. Is that all the art cards? Yep. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 art cards there. And then on the back they've all got the poster art. I really like these big sleeves as well. I don't know why they stopped doing them, but then they were selling them off for literally £2-3 at the end. Guardians Volume 2. I didn't pay full price for any of these ones. Anyway, they were all pretty cheap when I got them. Now I think this one is my favourite out of the big sleeves. And then on the back you've got everyone's mixtape, because you get the 4 art cards, which I think are really, really nice for these ones. But as well as all that, you get another extra. You get an actual vinyl record. And the tracks are Guardians Inferno versus the Albalisk, which is a score, and the Mantis Touch, which is part of the score. So that's a really, really nice set there. And then finally we have Spider-Man Homecoming. And then this one also comes with a bonus disc there. And got Iron Man, Spider-Man and Vulture. Then the art cards are cool enough on these ones. Not as good as the Guardians ones in my opinion. I do like that one though. Right, so now that's all for the DVD, Blu-ray and 4K collections. I hope you've enjoyed that. And we'll just end. We've only got 6 video games here, so we'll just go through these as well. Got Iron Man for the PlayStation 3. Pretty fun game, I suppose. The Incredible Hulk game, which was a bit of a rehash of Hulk Ultimate Destruction for the PS2. I know I've got more Marvel PS2 games especially, that I think they're up in the loft as well at the minute, so I'll probably put those on the next video, probably if we do this again next year. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, pretty fun game. Then we've got Lego Avengers. I love the Lego games. They are actually like some of my favourites. Guardians of the Galaxy, the Telltale series. This was really fun. I thought this was one of my favourite Telltales for definite. And then finally, the game that literally anyone who's played has probably got the Platinum Trophy for it. Spider-Man for the PS4. I adored this game so much. I still haven't played the DLCs yet, so I need to get those at some point. But yeah, that's everything now. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I might do a few more of these collection videos in the next week or two. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.